Spooky, spooky. It's kind of slicked out. Let's see what's biting today. Different conditions on the last few ocean trips. We're on south winds today for once. Let's see what we can kind of scrap together. Start jigging the rocks until we get enough light or start seeing some stuff moving around. So let's get going. All right, guys, I think we're on the start of the outgoing tide, so it's gonna be my move. Do a little jigging here quick. See what happens. There's a lot of small stuff here. Might be something bigger on the bottom. Guessing that might be ribbon fish again. Let me try a smaller profile here. See what happens. I think we're on this micro bait again. Yep, I think that's what we got. So I'm jigging under these bait schools. Looks like we got a ton of these cookie cutter Spanish. Got there. Bluefish. Old bluefish. Alright, well, small Spanish and cocktail bluefish seem to be around the numbers. Threw the metal jigs for a few. It looks like real small Spanish and bluefish, so we'll stick to the jigging and live bait fishing, I think. Like the bigger jigging, rather. But we'll see what shows up on the outgoing tide here. Got him. Got him. Thump. Too busy looking at the horizon and all the sights and sounds. Dropped my first fish jigging. Nice to get a little redemption here. Pretty nice one. Gotta try to bring this guy up. All right. There he comes. That was kind of quick. That's a nice one. Nice fish, man. That's a nice one, man. That's a really good fish. All right, man. Should I net him? Should I? Yeah, let's net him. Try to net him, rather. It's a little easier on the fish sometimes if you can net him. At least try to help him with the net, you know what I'm saying? It's a good red, man. Ooh, so much for that idea. This one might be over 40 inches. It's a good fish for the Jetty rocks, man. That's awesome. 8 artificial lure, man. That's the stuff. Gotta love these fish. I truly do. Whew, they got a strong grip, man. I don't think I've been clamped down by one of these guys in a while. Gorgeous fish, man. What a gorgeous one. It's missing his tail. All right, buddy. Let's see if we could drop you. So right there, we just lined up with the edge of the rocks. Just literally just dropped our shad down and was, you know, bouncing it pretty hard. That's a 1 ounce jig head and a 5.5 inch Elias shad and chartreuse. There's a fish. Was a fish. There's rocks, so big fish can get you easy. Some small life down there, without a doubt. Want to use the croc spoon still? Yeah, let's stick with the crocodiles. Croc spoon, baby. That's old school. That is old school. Same deal. Getting under the bait. See if we can hook anything cool under all this bait. That's the Spanish mackerel blitz. Jeez Louise. All right. See all the bait next to me here? All right, guys, we might have to cut this trip short, man. Really want to get one more fish jigging, you know, something good. I use 1 ounce VMC jig heads. These are pretty cheap and hook's okay. It's not the best. But, you know, unless you really put a lot of torque on them, you won't open them up. Stripers and redfish. This little Penn spin fisher has been around for a while, man. I like the 2500 size for the kayak. I feel like the other sizes are a little too big. This Jigging World Night Ranger, been using it for a while. So, yeah, I gotta cut today short, man. Something feels off. Just that one red landed of size. Bunch of small Spanish mackerel. That's been kind of the story the last few trips around here. Hopefully when we get the next batch of cooler weather, we'll see big ones again. Those fish stick around through usually early November on the beaches, maybe late October, early November, somewhere around there. And it kind of comes in waves, bigger ones, smaller ones. The reds are probably going to peak real soon. This inlet jigging is kind of, it's very hit or miss. Sometimes it can be really good though. I've had some amazing days jigging through here. So you can usually get a few fish, but see, the big thing is how that current's moving makes a big difference. A lot of times if they're gonna get a strike on an artificial, if you don't have the right moving water with the live bait, your odds are way better. So let me clean that. What I'm trying to say is, if you've got a live bait and the tide's not moving really right, but you're in the right spot, your odds of catching that fish are way better than an artificial. On an artificial in a place like this, everything's got to be right. The drift has to be right, the spot has to be right. You need pretty good conditions to get those bites from reds, striper, it doesn't matter. So the artificial, you got a couple extra layers to stack up against you. Sometimes if you show up with a live well full of mullet and the tide's just not moving right, but it's a spot where fish will frequent, eventually it'll still work out. Check the video's description, links for everything we used. Still had a few good bites. All right, let me get out of here. It's coming down now.